Okay, let's see. Okay, just a second, guys, as I Twitter. All right. Hello, hello. Hey, guys. Just a minute before we get started here. I guess I should say, hey, long time no see. I've been working a lot, and I got been working on a lot of new stuff here. But what I do want to also tell you about. Let me see if I can share my screen. Does that work? Share a screen. Share a screen. Share a screen. Share. Here we go. Share a screen. Which one? Yeah. Oh, share window. There we go. Okay, can you guys see that? Yeah. So a little advertising. Hey guys, how you doing? Mr. Pickle. Kiki G, hey. Konbanwa. How you doing, Warrior Wimp? Good to see you. How's the Warrior Wimp? I hope you don't mind me saying he was a little bit under the weather, but doing better now. So next Thursday night, I'm going to be dropping my first NFT, which is non-fungible token, which is I've created an artwork using my ASMR videos and an artist who has made really cool animation for it. And my next one drops, as you can see here, October 14th. So if you're interested in getting into the NFT world, the marketplace, go check it out. That's next Thursday. That's not why I made the video. This video though. This video, it's been bugging me. First of all, I've been too busy to make this video, and half of me thinks I should make this video because, as you guys know, if you've been watching the channel, in the past I have dabbled in drama, and I've enjoyed it quite a bit. But the problem with drama is that a lot of people are so thin-skinned, you can't say anything. I think, and to be fair, maybe I was too in the beginning. But I do think that you can learn a lot, from drama. A lot of people criticize drama as just a negative thing to talk about. But in all honesty, I got to defend that, because I think drama is just an analysis, if done correctly, can help you learn how to deal with other human beings better, right? And speaking of drama, there's a really interesting story in the New York Times. I saw it today or yesterday. Yeah, I don't know how old it is, but it was about these two writers. One is named Larson. The other one is named, I forgot the other one's name. But two female writers who had a bit of drama. Really interesting. If you ever got a chance to read it, it's about a white woman who donated a kidney, or was a liver, I think it was kidney, to a complete stranger. And she talked about it in her writing Facebook group. And another female writer took her letter from the Facebook group and used that as the seed of a story about, and she's, by the way, she's Chinese American, or half American, half Chinese. And she used that as a story to create a story, a seed. She used that letter as a seed, and she pretty much plagiarized the original letter, a couple sentences, and she wrote a story on it. And anyway, these two women were both petty in different ways and silly in different ways. But it was interesting because the New York Times, the New York Times is a pretty reputable newspaper. You may not, a lot of people don't like the New York Times, but at the end of the day, it's won many awards, many journals. It's a reputable paper, right? Even if it is leaning a little bit left. let's get on with it. But it was interesting to see the New York Times did a super long story on basically two women complaining to each other about silly things where they both could have easily just said that's enough. It was petty on both their parts, I thought, but it was interesting. Anyway, and the comment section was fascinating. 1,300 comments on a newspaper article. I don't think I've ever seen that much. Okay, anyway, but let's get to what I want to talk about today. Let's get away from this. And what I did was, can you see that? Yeah. I'm going to stop screen. I want to show you something. Let me open this up here. Just a minute. I actually downloaded Simon's video because I was so interested in video file. Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. I can do that. Okay. There we go. See?
Thank you for being here today and for hearing me out.
Can I stop? Okay, cool. So I've never, first of all, a few no Jack Daniels. No, not today. Not today. I'm out. It was my birthday, September 11th. Thank you for all the presents. It was my birthday, September 11th. So I got 5 bottles of whiskey. I've had 3 of them, which is bad. I've had 3 bottles of whiskey in a month. So I think I've had enough whiskey. 1 Jack, 1 Knob Creek I drank, then a Jim Beam. Oh no, 4, and then something my wife gave me, something called Wyndham. I forgot what it was called. It's pretty good. Warrior Wimp, I'm glad to hear you're doing better. So I watched this video with Simon. Now let me go back and give you a little history on me and Kimchi. I don't know anything about these guys. I've never watched them. Okay, and nothing. That's not a criticism of them. I just never watched them. I tend to only watch new small people because I feel like they need support. So I pretty much ignore the big people. Yeah, Warrior Wimp, no worries. Hello, Tomo. Anyway, this couple was Simon and I don't remember her name. What's her name? I forgot. Just a minute. It's terrible, right? I'm going to talk about people. Their names are not important. It's not really Simon and Martina. Yeah, this is Simon and Martina. Okay. So I don't know any of the history of what happened. They got divorced and stuff. Semi-conservative. I love you, but okay. They're grade 24. Okay. Yeah. It's funny how people like to pop on my video stream just to tell me they used to watch me and they don't anymore. Well, great. You don't have to say that. Just keep not watching me. I don't mind. Okay. And I don't care if I alienate you. I'm going to talk about what I want to. I'm not going to pretend to kiss ass and just. This channel is not for me to cater to your likings. Okay. And I'm not talking about that. Why do you have to bring up shit like this anyway? The great 24. Just fucking keep your mouth shut. You're distracting from the whole goddamn conversation. It's nothing to do with politics. You bring it up. Yeah, I love you, buddy. Yeah, shut your mouth. I don't care if you love me. You don't even know me. You guys think you know me because you could come out here and because you're my therapy. I come out and just spout. I'm just trying to give you some thoughts. Things that can be anyway. Okay, so yeah, don't bring up politics. We'll be fine. Let's get back to it. I never watched Simon and Martina because they were popular and they don't need any support from me, so I never watched them. I've never seen any of their videos. All I knew was that they were very popular. And I think Rachel and June told me that they were good. They were having conversations with them before they came over to Japan. I guess they were friends or something. I don't know. Hey Zach, hi, what's going on? So this is my first view of Simon, and this is my introduction to Simon, right?
I feel stuck in a very tough situation, and it's creating a very uncomfortable environment for me. Before I get into it, I would like to say that I will.
So, my first impression of Simon was, wow, he's mellow, right? And I watched this video. I'm not going to show you the whole video, but I wanted you to hear his tone of voice. It's very calm and relaxing. and hippie-ish, you know. He's like, oh yeah, dudes, whatever, man. And he talks. This video's kind of interesting. Well, first of all, a lot of things about this video was interesting for me. One thing, the trigger warning. Like, I don't understand trigger warnings. Like, we have to. Yeah, he seems mellow or like he's on some kind of medication. I don't know, man. But my first impression of Simon was good. I saw this video, and this is my first introduction to the Simon and Martina drama. Okay, and my first impression was, okay, he's a calm guy. And then I went back and I saw like 5 minutes of some Simon and Martina together video where they're doing some kind of like podcast setup, and he was really, really activated and nuts. And I liked that guy too. I thought that was really cool, the way he was introducing himself that way. But then I saw Martina's video, which is, I don't know if you guys can see video file, which is this one here. Where is it? Hold on. Moving this one. This is Martina's video.
Hello, it's Martina here. This has been.
And she puts this up right after he put up. Yeah, exactly, DT. When people have trigger warning, yeah, I feel like, really? Do we need trigger warnings? I don't know. Maybe kids need that stuff. I don't understand. I don't know. But so Martina puts up a video, and you think, it comes up after Simon's video. So you're thinking it's going to be a retaliation, or she's going to answer. She's going to, respond in some way. But she doesn't at all. She completely ignores it. And my initial impression of Martina from just looks and from his introduction of her was, she's bad, right? But after I saw her video, I thought, no, I completely changed my mind, right? She dealt with this in the best possible way, which is completely to ignore this video and to make a video that would get something she wanted across, which is basically advertise her new channel, which is great. So one thing I thought was funny about this whole thing, just a minute.
Thank you for being.
Was they talk in this video about this cat, right? Here we go. I don't know what his name is. This cat. This is the actual thumbnail. I don't know if you guys know that, but one of these. Yeah, this is the thumbnail, I think, of that video. Okay, and it looks like a ridiculous thumbnail. So GGC, I understand that, but I didn't really understand what the trigger was about. Was it about, what was it for? What was he talking about? What was triggering? I don't even remember. It didn't seem triggering to me. I don't know. You know what? If he just said, "Oh, by the way, at this point, I'm going to talk about something that may make you feel uncomfortable, so feel free to skip over the video," that would be fine. But when you put trigger warning on the screen, I don't know. It's kind of, I feel like cringy. But so, as a man, well, Adam Sotoki, I want to talk about that a little bit. Yeah, how are Rachel and June doing? I don't know. I have no idea how Rachel and June are doing. You probably don't have a trauma that could be triggered. I don't know. That's interesting. Maybe you could be right, Gigi. But just putting the words trigger warning kind of annoy me. I feel like just warning something, just saying it is fine. So this is what I have to tell you if you have a dog or a cat. Now I have, as you know, I used to have this dog, right? Yay, Maggie! That's Maggie, and Maggie was my baby. But I say that, but I don't mean it. She wasn't my baby. She was a dog. She was a great dog. And when she died, I cried my eyes out and my heart hurt. But at the end of the day, she was just a dog. And when these two, Simon and Martina, started talking about, joint custody over a cat, I just thought that's just ridiculous. That's just crazy. It's a cat. I mean, I understand. I understand that you love your cat and you love your dog, but they're not children. A lot of people call them fur babies. No, they're not fur babies. They're animals. They're great animals. And you should treat them with respect and you should love them and take care of them. And if you are mean to animals, you're POS, okay? But she still keeps popping up, really? She doesn't pop up that much. You know what's funny is that people think I'm super sensitive about the fact that Maggie's dead, but I'm not. Like, even some of my students won't broach the subject. They think, oh, I don't want to talk about, dogs because I feel might hurt Victor's feelings. Like, it's fine. I was upset, of course, for a short while, maybe a month. I had a pain in my heart for about a month, but after that, it's the dog. I have great memories of that dog. Okay, and I don't dwell on the pain, right? Hey, people in Japan treat dogs and cats like kids. Yeah, a little bit, but Adam Sotoko, are you in England now? I think this guy's in England. I think I know him. Anyway, so when they started talking about joint custody for the cat, I just thought this was ridiculous. And the cats, I don't know, had some urinary tract problems, but I was impressed that, well, not impressed. This is the minimal impression. Simon gave it up. Yeah. So Simon gave up the cat, and the cat got to live with Martina. Okay, so that's great. So I thought, good, at least he gave it up. So here is something we could learn from. This is what I want to point out. This is actually, whether you like Simon or Martina, not important. But if someone is holding something that you care about against you, like basically that cat was used as a weapon. Pickles and Akasan are friends? I don't understand where that. I'm from England. Okay. Yeah. Pickles and Akasan are friends. I don't know why he was putting that out there. Okay, that's nice. They're friends. Good. I like both of them. I think we're all friends, actually. I'm friends with Pickles and Akasan. If someone is holding something that you care about against you as a weapon because they know that you care about that and they can use it against you, the only option you have is to let go of that weapon. And this is from Sun Tzu, I believe. Sun Tzu, the war, the Art of War. I believe it's in there. Pickles did a very funny video just the other day about how American kids like to stream through the garbage. Oh, Adam Sotoko, I think you emailed me and warned me that somebody was talking shit about me. Is that how I know you? Maybe. I think you PM me. I don't care if people talk shit about me. By the way, if someone talks shit about me, I don't care. I don't care. You don't have to warn me. I could give a shit. So let me tell you a really quick story. I was living with a Korean chick and her boyfriend, the three of us in this tiny apartment in New York City in 90 or 1989 or something, probably long before any of you guys was born. I was about 19, 20, 21 years old, maybe. Must have been 21. Right before coming to Japan, I guess. But yeah, thanks, man. I appreciate the concern, but yeah. Yeah, so this Korean chick, she was like, I guess the apartment was in her lease, and I was like subletting from her or something like, we were poor college kids, so she went off on somewhere over the weekend or something, and when she came back, her fan was broken. Okay, it's just a fan, no big deal. And she claimed that I had broken it, and I'm like, no, I didn't break it. I didn't break it. And she said, no, you broke it, and now you owe me. And she was charging me like $50. I don't remember what it was. It was over 30 years ago. Okay. And I said, I didn't break your fan. I don't even remember her name. But she was hot. But she was a bitch. It was super hot. And her boyfriend was completely pussy whipped. Excuse me. He just completely do anything for her, and he was kind of mopey and really weak. It was a really weird living situation. But what she did was, I had when I was in South America, I was in Buenos Aires a few years before that, and when the dollar was really, really strong, and I was in Buenos Aires, and I had like $200 or something, and I bought a tailored Armani suit. I went in an Armani store in Buenos Aires. Is that how you say in Japanese? I mean, English? Buenos Aires? I don't even know. Buenos Aires in Spanish. In Argentina. Great, beautiful city. If you ever get a chance. Beautiful city. I almost married a woman down there. Anyway, I had brought this suit back, and it was the most valuable thing I owned was probably that suit. And she said, well, you know, you're not going to get your suit back. I'm like, what? I went to my closet. My suit was gone. I'm like, where's my suit? And she goes, I'll give it back to you when you pay. When you pay the $50 or whatever it was for the fan. And I'm like, give me a break, you know? So what you know what I did? I said, keep the suit, and I moved out. So then I get a call from Mike Tyson's sparring partner, who tells me, hey, you know, you hurt her. She's like a sister to me. You hurt her, I'm gonna hurt you. So I see, he's like, basically, I'm gonna kill you, you know? Okay. And oh really? Okay, cool. Oklahoma. That's interesting. So I was scared, you know, because he's Mike Tyson's sparring partner. So I went to the cops, and the cop said, you play baseball? I said, no. He said, get yourself a bat, put it in your bag. If a cop stops you, tell him you play baseball and you're going to practice, or you just came back from practice. And I said, that's your advice? He goes, yeah, I'm not suggesting anything. I'm just saying, you know, if you got a baseball, you know, bat, a baseball bat, is that what it is? In your bag, maybe no one's going to bother you. So I didn't do that, by the way. I didn't go out and buy a baseball bat, but I ran, like, he knew where I lived. Oh yeah, that's what it was. He told me over the phone my address, and I didn't know how they found out where I lived. They must have followed me, because I remember I'd moved out. So I moved out, and I was living somewhere else, but the guy quoted my address on the phone, right? So I remember this was like back 30 years ago. So I must have weighed like, it doesn't matter. This guy was a boxer, a professional boxer. So, you know, but I was much smaller than I am now. Anyway, so you went the other way and got Captain America. That's for fun. So I don't remember what happened, but she gave up, and she's like, okay, I'll tell you what, pay your phone bill. Yeah, that's what it was. My phone bill came, my phone bill and all the other bills came. And I'm like, I moved out because you stole my suit. So just sell the suit, you know, and pay all the bills if you want. And she couldn't. Who's going to buy a used suit? You're not going to get money for a suit, right? So she said, I'll tell you what, if you pay your phone bill and your gas bill and your water bill evenly as you could, well, not paying for her broken fan, right? She wanted me to pay for the fan. I said, I'll tell you what, I'll pay my bills, and you give me back my suit, and we'll call it even. And she said, okay. But the point was I was willing to give up my suit. So as soon as you are willing to give up what someone thinks matters most to you, that no longer becomes a weapon. And you can get past it, right? How can this be used in practical senses? Well, Japan and Russia, right? Yeah, Japan and Oklahoma hormone. Japan and Russia are fighting over the Kuril Islands, I think they're called, the islands north of Hokkaido. There are a bunch of islands. After World War II, Russia took over these islands, and it's basically taken them from Japan, and Japan wants them back. So Japan and Russia have been fighting over these for years now, right? Yeah. The long walks will come back next week, starting next week, man. I've been really busy this week, working my ass off, and working on this NFT. X Tingles, check it out. Just remember, I'll put this here. xtingles.com. Next Thursday, NFT launch. Okay, that's one thing I want to. There we go. So if Japan wanted to use this technique, they could say to Russia, you know what, keep the islands. But then they could use that as the fact that they're giving up the islands as leverage to maybe get some concessions somewhere else. I don't know. Of course, I'm sure my solution to the friction between Japan and Russia is much more complicated than that. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can use that. Oh yeah. No, thank you. No, I'm not angry at it. When will Japan be open to tourists? Apparently from this month. One of my friends is supposedly coming from Germany this month. So I think the Kuril Islands. But anyway, so Simon gave up the cat. And what I thought was kind of shitty, though, was that he gave up the cat to Martina. And then Martina decides she's going to go back to Japan. So she gives the cat to her mom. So if I were Simon, I'd be kind of a little bit bitter, after giving up the cat, which is, he has a right to 50% custody. I got to laugh when we talk about that. She goes and gives it to her mom. So I don't understand that whole part. Okay. But the other thing that I gotta agree with a lot of people who say this is that I don't think Simon should be posting on that channel at all. Facts required to enter Japan, yes. No, but they will recognize, Japan will recognize vaccine passports from other countries, apparently. They finally started. Which countries, I don't know, but they're going to start recognizing them or respecting them, acknowledging their value, right? I don't think that always works. Some people use things like your suit only as a means to exert power or to compensate for something else they want. So let's move on again. I don't understand what that means. Only Pfizer and Moderna for now. Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, I didn't know exactly. That makes sense, though. Apparently in Japan, they're also using AstraZeneca. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, about the channel, here's the problem with the whole Simon and Martina crap, is that Martina agreed she would never talk about her problems online, but she does post them in comments. So she kind of broke her own rule. In my opinion, like right here, right? This is a Martina here, say. Oh, the cat's name is Memers, right? So she talks about Memers stuff, and someone wrote something about Simon being, he was not amazing. Oh, where is it? Right here. This comment here. See this comment here? I don't know how accurate any of these are. I don't know the drama at all, but if Martina says she's not going to talk shit, but she's talking shit in comments, well, then she's talking shit, He was not an amazing husband. It was a farce. Okay. Well, yeah, maybe. But that's not the point. The time they got a divorce, and then they agreed not to talk shit about each other. But now she's talking shit in the comments, but she's not making videos. A lot of people think that there's a difference. I would argue that there's not. If you're making public comments about something, they're just as bad as well, maybe they're not just as bad, but they're not innocent. I mean, come on. This is a pretty bad comment. He was not an amazing husband. It was a farce. If you're going to post that on your using, the channel name that both of you are using, then you can't really give Simon shit for making this video. If you ask me, I think they're both guilty, right? But I got to admit that she's moving. I think she's smart to be moving on and making her own channel. From what I've heard and seen, the little that I've seen, she's very creative. So I completely respect that. And I think she's doing the right thing. He's trying to go in his own way. Someone told me he's basically trying to turn his art into, not his art. He's trying to turn his pain. He's going to expose his pain as a kind of, what is that? OnlyFans, you know that OnlyFans site, right? OnlyFans site is mostly for pornography. He's basically going to expose his pain as almost as a kind of sick what do you call it? What's it called when you show yourself too much? God damn, I can't remember the word. But basically, you're going to pay to see his pain. He's going to monetize. He's going to monetize his pain. Yeah. So, I had the money. No, he's going to expose himself and monetize his pain in a way that someone might expose their. No, let me explain, Zach. It's a metaphor. He metaphor. So Oklahoma. So eat your sushi. I agree. Yeah. So on OnlyFans, people show off their bodies and they monetize their sexuality, their, whatever they do on that. I don't know. I've never, believe it or not, I'm not, I'm too busy for that. But someone made a comment to me on Twitter that basically Simon is monetizing his pain. He's gonna make money by showing his weaknesses, I guess, or his pain. And Martina is going to monetize creativity. So I gotta say hats off to her. I think that's the right way to go, and hopefully she can put this in her rear view mirror. But at the same time, she's got to stop commenting because it just gives him energy to make stupid videos like this, which I don't think really served any purpose. Except maybe it made them both some money. I'm assuming that a lot of people watch these videos. I mean, you can tell a lot of people watch these videos. He does have a podcast, and I guess he's going to try to monetize that podcast. But the point is, Adam So Tokyo, is that podcast is going to be focusing on kind of emotional pain. Yeah. So I think watching this back and forth is sad, but you can see two different ways in dealing with a breakup and how to deal with it. And I think he's dealing with it the wrong way. If you really want to go forward, and he said he's trying to improve his life and change directions, then leave this channel behind. Stop posting on this channel, and make your own channel and post there, and continue to share the money that comes from this channel, but don't post this crap there anymore, I would say. Yeah. Anyway. I'm also a little confused why Martina came back from Japan and then going back now again. And I don't understand her. I don't know anything about, but apparently she has some kind of medical condition or physical condition that makes her life difficult. I don't know what that is, but I hope she takes care of that. I think a lot of this is these are what we call first world problems. From what I understand, like, I don't know, I'm sure I'm completely wrong, but they don't. Do they have jobs? Does anyone know? I mean, he said he's going to take a whole year off or something just to concentrate on himself. I don't think people. I mean, I would love to do that. If you've been watching my channel, I try to get in my. Oh yes, he's being so Nico Cado avocado, but behind a paywall. Yeah. Man, that guy's gross. Man, that guy. Oh my God, that guy's gross. Yeah. So you guys know I'm always trying to improve myself. I've been working on my bench press quite a bit, right? Yeah. So if I could take a whole year off just to work on myself, that would be amazing. But I work a lot. I think maybe you heard Rachel say it once. She talked about me. She said, Victor's always working. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I got 2 kids now, and it's not that I'm doing well. Okay, I'm doing well. Not so people don't misunderstand. I'm doing really well, but there's always that pressure of having enough for the future, especially when you have 2 kids. Luckily, I live in Nagoya. And one of the greatest things about living in Nagoya, if you have kids, is that the government does not charge you anything at all for kids in Nagoya. So I have no, I mean, medical wise, right? So little Emily, she had like some eye infection the other day. She woke up, her eye was, all swollen up for some reason. So I took her to the hospital, took her to the clinic, eye clinic. It was pretty cool. We had this eye clinic down the street. Everybody in the clinic was super old, including the doctors and nurses and all the patients. And then in walks a 4-year-old girl, and everyone just loves her. She says, "Oh, look, a little girl." And she was really good. She got up on a stool and put her head on the machine, and they measured her eyes. Yes, it depends. GGC only in Nagoya, or maybe even just Nagoya. Maybe not even this prefecture. I think it's just Nagoya. The mayor has decided that, and this is just a recent thing. It's just in the last few years. I think the last 2 years. All children until the age of 18 do not have to pay anything for medical. There's no medical expenses at all. Okay. And number 2, nursery school is free, which is I got there halfway through, because my first 2 years, I had my first 2 or 3 years with my son, my older son. He's 6 now, right? But when I sent him to nursery school, we were paying something like $500 or $600 a month for nursery school. I mean, that's crazy. That's more than a private school. A good high school, the best high school for boys in Nagoya, is less than that. It actually costs you more to send your kid to nursery school in Japan than it does to send them to a really good high school, assuming they're not boarding. But I did find out that one of my students is sending us into a boarding school here in the kind of country, room and board included. It's $1,000 a month, which is not bad. Room, board, and tuition, $1,000 a month. It's not bad at all. Right? So right now I'm putting money away every month for the kids. So that's why I'm working my ass off, because got to work while you can. But on top of that, I'm still trying to keep in shape. We're working on my bench press now. But this guy Simon, he says he's taking a whole year off to work on himself. See, if you ask me, that's a first world problem. And so these two are having this ridiculous, fight, and maybe it's not a big part of their lives, but it appears that's all we see online, right? We see this video, and then we just assume that that's all that is taking up their whole lives, right? Oh yeah, I know. It'd be great to go to boarding school, right? It's cheaper than going to Japanese school. Yeah, GGC, the mayor of Nagoya, his name is Kawamura. I met him once, and he looked at me and goes, "Are you a gaijin?" I said, "Yes." He goes, "Oh, gaijin very good." And he's kind of he's like a Beverly Hillbilly, kind of guy. Like, he's super popular, but he's kind of a unsophisticated ignoramus, like he doesn't think Nanking really happened. And he's always putting his foot in his mouth and saying the wrong thing. Like, one of the Olympic athletes came from Nagoya. She won the Olympic gold medal for softball. So she came to visit him because he's the mayor. It's like, hey, they're gonna get a picture op, and photo op. And he takes the gold medal, he puts it in his mouth to bite it, but with his Corona stuff, everyone's like, "Oh my God, you're not supposed to do that." And the actual Olympic committee actually sent the woman a new one, and they got so many phone calls protesting this faux pas that the phone lines, it was the most complaints they've ever had. The way that he treated, just because he grabbed some gold medal and bit on it was just ridiculous. It was funny. Anyway, but at the same time, he's super popular. So here's something about Nagoya that you may not know. In Nagoya, all children until the age of 18 get free medical, and all old people after the age of 65 do not have to pay for the subways, any of the subways, or any transportation at all. You have to pay once a year. You have to pay for a 5,000 yen, I guess, I don't know, coupon or something. But after that, using that, your old man license, whatever it's called, then you can ride the subway for free. You can take the bus for free. Taxis, no, of course, and probably not Shinkansen, but anything in the Nagoya area. All transportation is free. Okay. Let me see. It's a divorce with a shared assist. It happens all the time, but maybe this is more public because they are public people. Yeah. Yeah. But one thing I got to say about, people talked about them being weird and stuff, but the truth is most people on YouTube, and I'm probably myself included to some extent, maybe I'd like to think a little bit less than these other people, are pretty much, everyone's a little bit crazy. There's something wrong with all those people. All of us. Who's the most normal YouTuber you know? They're all nuts. Look at Zach Phoenix, definitely dating a woman way out of his league. That's weird, Good luck, congratulations, and good luck to you, man. No, seriously, I'm just joking. I'm half joking there. But almost every single YouTuber, has got some. They're nutty. They're weird, and I've met a lot of them. Ask me. Cruz is pretty normal. I've met Cruz. He's normal. He's a nice guy. I like Cruz. He's a really nice guy. But I wouldn't say he's completely normal. He's very intelligent, but he's not like super sociable, right? You know what I mean? Like, I have no problem with him, but I can see how he's a kind of a little wall, No, but he's a nice guy. He's a really nice guy. Like, I respect that guy, and I'm glad he's doing well. Chris Broad, he's weird. He's weird, of course. There's a I've had a communication problem with him. I've talked to him in the past. I don't know. But it could, the other thing, it could be me. It could be it could be that I'm the weird one and that he's really normal, and that the way he's dealt with me was a little bit at arm's length because he thinks I'm strange. The wizard, I don't know. Kide Neem. Oh, you know what? No, you're right. Kide is really normal. No. Katie. No. Katie and Eric. They're really cool. They're the best. I like them a lot. Yeah. And they're pretty normal. But I'd say Eric is more normal than Katie. Because she seems to not like be interested in the YouTube thing at all. Like she just seems to be like just the subject of his videoing. You know what I mean? Which is kind of weird. But I like her. The way they portray or what you see on video, whether that's fake or whatever, I like it. So we had, I believe, 68 coronavirus cases in Nagoya in this prefecture yesterday, which is good. And we had under 100 in Tokyo for the first time in a long time. So things are getting better, and it's a mysterious thing. Like, people don't know why. I can only assume it's because so many people got vaccinated so quickly. We're going to be up to 80% by the end of November, and some people think maybe even end of October. But right now we're over 60. I think something like 65%. What earthquake? I don't know what earthquake. Was there an earthquake recently? I don't know. I didn't hear any earthquake. Was there an earthquake in Tokyo today? I don't know. Yeah, Eric and Katie. And they're probably the most normal people out there. I got my vaccine. I was finished August 3rd. Yeah. No, I don't know anything about their kids. You know what? Having kids, man, that's one thing that sucks is I don't watch any news at all anymore. I lost my poop hat from Texan in Tokyo. Oh, really? I still got mine. Look at that. See? Here's my poop hat from Texan in Tokyo. And I still got my books from Texan in Tokyo. See? They were normal people. They were really nice. In fact, they came to Nagoya and met me and Tomoko. We had drinks with them, and they're really nice, and they told us some shit about other YouTubers. But that's one reason they got out, because they think a lot of the other YouTubers are kind of fake. And they didn't want to be part of that. So, and you know, they're thinking about having kids. So, yeah, they walked away. But they're really nice people. They're both really beautiful people. I mean, physically and psychologically, whatever. Really nice people. Anyway, so I miss you guys. I haven't talked to you for a while, and I've been wanting to do this video, just talking about this, the Simon and
a really challenging year for.
Because I thought it was interesting, but not so much. You know, I think I think she did a much better job dealing with him, and I don't think he's doing a very good job. I think he's got to let go. I just want to say that. So when you have something difficult like that, like a divorce, then it's time to let go. But another thing that was interesting was, and I do believe him, is that she apparently called him. I don't know about Halloween this year. I don't know. We'll have to see about that, because there may be nothing to do. Maybe by Halloween they'll be opening up. Well, you know, you can go out to bars now. So, oh, you got me off track here. No, I haven't seen anything from Texan and Tokyo at all. Oh, I lost my train of thought. Oh. God damn it. I shouldn't read comments and at the same time. Simon. Yeah, something he said that was interesting was that she called him a narcissist. And my impression was that she's implying that he kind of takes center stage and gets people, you know, brings people in and kind of grooms them to be, you know, revolving planets around him, you know, like he's the sun, he's the center of attention. And he said, and he admitted in the video that because Martina knows him best, that he's got to take these accusations realistically. And they got me thinking a little bit about myself, because in past relationships that I've been in, but the thing about that is that she's not a doctor, and he did point out that she's often like psychologically labeled people, like, oh, she's diagnosed people, oh, you're a narcissist. So, but it made me think a little bit about myself in the past when I was single and I was kind of the center of attention in a few people's lives. It made me feel like, it made me doubt myself. Like, oh, maybe I'm guilty of the same. But not now. Now the kids are the center, our center, and our lives revolve around them. So. Oh, Phil, you got one of those boxes? Yeah, there's a really interesting. So I inherited. Softy Papa gave me all these boxes, and some of those boxes had photographs, old black and white photographs. Here's something kind of. I didn't make a video about this yet, but the other day I went to throw away. They have a recycling, like there's a plot of land near my house, about, I don't know, about half a kilometer away. And I met Chris from abroad in Japan. We had a drink. I've met a couple times. He's a very nice guy. I'm just saying he's probably not that normal, but he's a really nice guy. He's great to have a drink with. I did an interview of him before that, actually, when he was just coming up. I'm just saying all YouTubers are weird. Oh man. Oh yeah. So I went to the recycling area to throw away some cans, and they have different sections. They have like the newspaper sections, and books and newspapers, and then cardboard boxes, and then cans. No bottles for some reason. I don't know why. But after I threw away the cans, I noticed that there was a photo album in the book section. So I opened it up and looked. Charlotte's not normal at all. Charlotte's a freak. But you're a freak, Charlotte. If you ever see this, she'll never see this. Who cares? She's weird. But, you know, she's apparently very likable. I've never seen her videos, so I don't know. But I've met her in life. She's you know what? She's fine. She's fine. She's harmless. What I don't like is I was hanging out. I've hung out with Charlotte a couple times in YouTube events in the past, like in San Francisco, and there was this one guy who was always bad mouthing other people to her, and she seemed to be enjoying that conversation. So I always thought that was kind of weird. Like, why this guy? He was a big YouTube staff. Okay, he's not with YouTube anymore. He quit, but he would badmouth everybody to her to make himself look better. And she seemed to enjoy that. And I just thought that reflected badly on her. She seemed to be enjoying his shallowness. And I thought he was shallow and she was enjoying it. So that left a kind of bad taste in my mouth. And of course, that whole, like, how could she be friends with Mira? What's her name? Mira? Is that her name? Mira? The Canada Gin chick? You know, that was always weird. They were friends for so long. That's just so weird. And she kind of betrayed her. But any upcoming J-vloggers? Not that I know of. I haven't been out there. I haven't been looking. Ask Victor, is this YouTuber normal? Who? Anyway, so going back to the now, you know who's the greatest YouTuber? The one of the nicest people? Loretta from Kimchi-chan channel. She's one of the nicest. Yeah. I think she's pretty normal. Yeah. She comes from a really Christian background, though, which always kind of freaked me out. But I probably shouldn't talk about that too much. I don't know anything about her beliefs, but so I wanted to, yeah. So I passed by this box of books that was in the garbage, right, recycling, and one of them I opened it up. It was all these wedding photographs. It was really sad, like all these pictures of this woman in her wedding gown with her husband getting married. It was all in the garbage. You know, all her wedding pictures, her and her family. So I guess either she died or she got divorced. You know, I don't know. Anyway, is Mira still on YouTube? I thought she was back in Canada. I was pretty sure she's back in Canada. What's your future plan for the channel? Update on your working life? I don't know. I'm really busy. You know what I'm doing these days, guys? I'm really enjoying my kids because they're at the age where they're not going to be at this age for much longer. So if I can, I try to spend as much time with them as possible. And I record quite a bit of it, but I haven't had time to like I took a bicycle ride with my son, 13-kilometer bicycle ride with my son. He's 6 years old, right? But we did it. We rode 13 kilometers together to his grandma's house. It was fun. I love seeing the world through his eyes. And we bond a lot that way. But I haven't, I haven't been able to upload that. I will, Phil. I will do more bike rides. Anyway, for the channel, I wanted to start talking more about, you know what I want to do? I want to unsubscribe from everybody I know and just start finding people by searching for subjects on YouTube and then making video responses. You know what I thought would be interesting? Would make a channel that was just video responses to comments. You know what I mean? If anybody makes a comment, I make a video response to the comment. So the opening of every video would be just the comment, or maybe I would just read the comment, and then I guess I could do it on this channel because I could use this StreamYard, right? I could put the comment on. I could put the comment right there, or right there, and then I can just respond to the comment, right? And then I would put a link to my response to that comment, right? You know how you can reply to a comment. So if someone left me a comment, I would instead of commenting back, I would just make only if it's worth it, of course. Like, I wouldn't say thank you. No. If someone gave me a comment that was really worth a long video, I would do that. So I thought, what if I make a channel, or even just do it on Gimmeabreakman? I just start commenting, making videos, replying to comments. I think it would be actually a really good YouTube function if YouTube gave you that function where the content creator could just make video responses to every comment they wanted. That would be really cool. Anyway, trying to go old school with the VR. I don't know what that means. Is that Matrix? Is that my old friend Matrix from? Oh, dude, how you doing, man? From New York, long time. I know this guy forever. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but I hope you're doing well. Good to see you. Wow. There's some really beautiful neighborhoods I see all the time that I wanna show you. I've done quite a few 360 videos. Yeah, I think he might have been first. I don't know, but I've done quite a few. Mine are better. He got the older camera. I got the newer camera, so my newer ones are pretty good. Anyway, I'm better hit the sack, guys. I want to thank you all for hanging out with me. Good to see Matrix again. I don't remember your real name anymore, man. It's funny how some people I just remember their screen names. Anyway, so if you guys are interested, I'm really interested in cryptocurrency these days. To be honest, I've been doing quite well in the cryptocurrency market thanks to someone who donated $200 to me back in 2016 of Bitcoin, which became $18,000. And I completely didn't even know I had that. So, oh, the video about my disgruntled groomer. Got it. Okay, I'll try to do it this weekend, right? And after I got that cryptocurrency money, I started looking into more of it and researching more, and I've been dabbling in it now. Avalanche thing on Insta, didn't you? Oh yeah, I did. You noticed that? I bought some Avalanche crypto, and I sold it after that. I made some money and sold it, so it's done. But I accidentally uploaded it to Instagram. Yeah. No, you know what I did? I bought Shiba Inu. I bought about $2,500 worth of Shiba Inu. It wasn't doing anything, and I sold half. I still had 1,000, and then it blew up, and my 1,000 turned into like 3,000, and then I sold it a couple times after that. Like I sold 1,000, I sold 1,000, and I still have like $2,000 in there. But all of my initial investment I've gotten back. So Shiba did really well, but it's only $2,000 is nothing if you really think about it. Dogecoin didn't make me any money. I think I lost like $20 on Dogecoin. All right, Adam Sotokyo. Yeah, I gotta get regular. You guys are right. No Shiba, Doge. Yeah. Doge is going nowhere. It's too inflationary. SHIB's got to function, so. Oh really? I'm only anti-crypto because that industry is making it hard for me to get my GPU since they're using them all for mining. Really? Dude, you guys look into crypto and get some crypto for yourselves. I would not jump in right now. Right now, it's a really volatile market right now. I'd wait until I think Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to dive down. ADA's good. I got some. Oh, really? Yeah. No, yeah, ADA's good. I got some ADA. In fact, I bought some ADA today. ADA. I bought some today. How much did I buy today? I forgot. I'll tell you how much. Okay. How much did I buy today? Cardano, right? Yeah. I bought today, just today, $2,000 worth of that. So we'll see what happens. And so far, I'm up $40. There you go. Yay. Okay. But fine, plan B. I know plan B, BTC, but I think BTC is gonna plummet one time before it goes all the way up. So I actually got out of BTC completely, of Bitcoin and Ethereum, because I think they're both going to plummet, and then I'm going to wait. So I'm cash rich right now. I'm waiting for a big dip, and then I'm going to go back in. Anyway, enough of crap. Talking about crap I don't know about anyway. Don't take any financial advice from me. But you know what? I'll tell you what. I've made quite a bit of money this year in the cryptocurrency market, and I'm an idiot. So if I can do it, you can do it. You should look into it. Okay. Conversation friend, shortcut to Spanish. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Mucho gusto. Isn't cryptocurrency? No, that's a simplistic way. Some of them are, but Bitcoin and Ethereum definitely are not. And I would say if you want to be safe, you know what? Just put a couple $100, a couple $1,000 in Bitcoin and Ethereum, and then don't look at it for the next 10 years. You're going to be fine. That's what I would say. But if you want to go up and down and try to buy and sell, then you can do that too. We're currently waiting for BTC to rotate into alt caps. Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, some of them are Ponzi schemes for sure. So don't buy any of those. If anyone offers you some new crypto coin, definitely don't buy it. But there's a lot of the big ones are pretty reputable, pretty safe, relatively safe. Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Avalanche, maybe a little bit. Solano's good. I've done pretty well with Solano. Shiba Inu is I don't know, but I've got a couple thousand in there. I had more, but it's fun. Shiba Inu is kind of fun. Shiba Inu is just a fun one, and it's so cheap now that if it ever goes up, you're going to be so rich. Yeah, and don't invest what you can't afford to lose. Exactly. So, how are things in Japan? COVID's getting much better, and like I said before, and I got to say goodbye again. 70 to 80% of Japan will be vaccinated for sure, unless something happens by the end of November. Okay. Anyway, on that note, let me say goodbye, everyone. Good luck. My best of luck to Simon and Martina. Nothing against either of them. I don't know them at all, but I think she's doing a much better job at handling this drama than he is. And I would say to Simon, start your own channel and leave this channel behind. She's done the right thing by starting King Kogi, which I subscribe to. Anyway, thanks a lot, guys. Great to see you all. And if you have a chance, you're interested in NFTs, please come and bid on my NFT coming out next Thursday on Xtingles. Xtingles next Thursday. Okay, next Thursday, Xtingles. Check it out. All right. And on that note, good night.